Okay, here we are. Just had finished up a bunch of quests in a row. Now we gotta see, Radio Free Monarch, Weapons from the Void, Breaker. So the last thing we actually need to do here is Radio Free Monarch. Right. Which I can fast travel straight from here. Devil's Peak Summit or the station? Should be the station, right?
Do you hear that? It's the blessed sound of radio silence, which leads me to believe you have sweet, sweet news for me.
First I'd like to secure some
I
information.
may have a secret for you, for the right exchange. Ask me what you will.
I had something I had to ask him about, wasn't it? I guess not.
How low you seemingly...
Right, is the data ready?
Yes, indeed. I am back in business. But before we get down to it, might I ask how you handled the problem, in the end?
We did what we could, as best we could. Should probably leave it at that.
Is that so?
What? Helped both MSI and the Iconoclasts get what they wanted.
I don't know how. The two are diametrically opposed and impossible to please. But it matters not how you fixed my problem, only that you did. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver, so I can input the needed adjustments.
Fine, tell me how to fix it.
It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever to cycle the power. I'll key in the numerical adjustments from in here.
Okay.
Terrific. I'll be here, waiting with bated breath. Give a shout if the panel electrocutes you.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Can you hear me? We are a go for broadcast. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower.
Rude. Alright, happily, I won't bother you again.
Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior. But I must admit, I have grown rather fond of you.
Weird.
Take care out there.
Captain! Big flaming thingy!
That's a fat rip.
Black holes. Did you see that?
Yeah, whose ship was that?
Looks like a UDL ship. Based on the gun gunnery attachments, I guess it's one of the board's blockade enforcers, but don't cite me on that.
Uh-oh.
Oh well, a pity for the crew, but I can't see how it affects me.
Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that?
Architect, save me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI or did MSI not cease broadcasting?
Yes, but... Hiram? Hiram, are you there?
Oh, it's a reunion group hug.
Not without a physical contact waiver. The good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. We need only collect its weapons. Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship. You'd probably shoot your own toes off.
Let's talk this over.
I see you learned nothing while dealing with these buffoons.
We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module. Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us secure that module and we will save our colony.
Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do, so long as you leave me out of it. Which means, get off my void damn channel. I'm more than finished with you lot.
Gotta speak with Phineas. Definitely giving that to my boy Sanjar. No doubt. Let's go down to the Borst factory and just run across the flatland instead of trying to get our way down the mountain. Oh, I totally forgot about my crippled legs. I walk so slow. I don't think I can dodge anymore. Although... I don't seem to be able to.
Keep him quiet, Cap. I'm ready for this.
Frick. Missed.
Quiet.
Look out!
Thompson! Wow.
The ring layer. Here we go.
Deft hands, Cap.
Ooh. Flip. Oh boy. I think it's faster to walk from over there. Oh. This and the iconoclasts are fighting. Gonna sell your shit for beer money. Oh boy.
We did it! Pretty good, pretty good. Get me up on this rock.
Preparing to neutralize and sanitize. 30 Sam cleans it up.
Don't mess with us.
This unit is clean, mean, and ready to kill germs.
Nice one!
Is that Mega wrapped it on? Like inside this rock.
Okay, here we go!
Boop ba boobity ba.
Incoming! That's gotta hurt.
Sam's on the job.
Sam's on the job.
I'll keep an eye on things out here.
Readying for standby mode upon command affirmation. Entering mode now.
I don't like that. They're all suddenly standing by out here. The command key.
Hello, my name's Jen. I'm the chief engineer on this gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a total fucking hullhead. I told him again and again that without fixing our regulators, spinning up the engines are going to blow through our coils and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction. Well, here we are. Thinking we'll hit soil in about 30 seconds. This is your chief engineer signing off for what is probably the last time. It's a shame you can't see this middle finger I'm holding up, because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
Okay. Captain's log. C saying something about spare regulator bypass something something. Chica show. I'm turning this thing toward the groundbreaker, firing up the engines and retiring. Better to be arrested than lose power and drift out into space. I just hope this old bird can handle one last trip. Captain's log, December 21st. How in this law-forsaken colony is it so impossible to requisition parts? My chief engineer is barking at me to order yet another damn thing, and I can't even get a response from corporate. Then another day, another ship lands on Terra 1, and we can't shoot him down. That makes... I've lost count. What's the point of being out here if we can't get some backup? Got the key card. Kind of like dizzying. Being all sideways. Cantankerous Canid targeting module. Why isn't one of my options to keep it for myself?
Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to, just seems to happen around you, is all.
What do you think of the new guy,
He
Felix?
seems like a nice boy to me. I'm glad you gave him a shot.
Not the answer I expected.
Then why'd you ask it? I mean, sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. I bet he just needs somebody to show him a better path.
I agree. You seriously think I'm the right sort to put on the right course in life?
You might surprise yourself.
Yeah, well. Let me go talk to these folks in Amber Heights, because we left off with some pretty not positive revelations about Graham.
Seems like a nice little town. Except for all the...
You repair my stuff. Ooh, this plasma rifle's strong.
Sam, making blood-stained clean again.
Boop, 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 boop. Ba-da, ba-da, boop, 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 boop. Let's maybe up here arguing with him again, like she always is when we come here.
Captain, we should
Oh,
chat.
here she is.
Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way I see the Iconoclast surviving is we depose him.
And you'd run it instead?
Yeah. Hell, most of our people listen to me already.
And what's next? What will you do when you're in charge?
Take Stellar Bay. Lick our wounds. Eventually, figure out how the hell we're going to spread the word to the rest of the colony.
May take your orders, but they believe his teachings.
Sometimes, you gotta do what's best for someone, even if they think you're wrong. Even if it's painful. When we're in Stellar Bay, they'll come around. I'm going to confront him. Can I count on your support?
Yes, ma'am, but there better be an option so that I don't give her the targeting module.
Deep breaths. This is what's best, Sora. Time to save Monarch.
Got my quick draw already.
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham, we need to talk.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats.
Stand down, Graham.
Stand down? I'm afraid I don't understand, Captain.
You're running the Iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the eternal path. It's time to step down.
The troops? Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
Blasphemer. I just think she'll be a better leader.
How can you say that, after all I've done for the Iconoclasts? They wouldn't be here without me. I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No.
Those deaths are on your hands, Graham. No amount of meditating will clean them.
I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
That isn't necessary.
Please. Don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them.
So be
Oh, flip, dude.
Sam, putting trash in its rightful place for more than 70 years.
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts, and it never feels right. But this time, it's especially wrong. You've got the... Void held me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it?
No. I'm giving it to Sanjar. Oh, I was thinking you and Sanjar could join forces. That'd be the best.
I've thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line.
Nah, no it's not. Sanjar has corporate resources you could use to spread the message.
You know, Captain, I never thought about that. Maybe he could be taught the eternal truth. Spread the message from within the corporations.
Yeah.
All right. If he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance.
See what I can do. Legit, brother.
Grease stains
All right,
detected
Sanjar.
traveling on an organic substance in the immediate vicinity.
Nuh-uh.
If the Iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful Monarch.
I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet? I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the Iconoclasts.
Right, according to the ship's logs, they suffered some kind of malfunction.
That's surprising. The board's equipment is usually in top shape. After all, they have first access to any fresh parts or components.
Perhaps there's something deeper going
A
on.
conspiracy? You've spent too much time around Graham.
Alright, could you agree to a truce with the Iconoclasts?
They're all mad. And what's more, they left us. I don't see any way for us to work together.
I've read your reviews, Sanjar. You can't do this alone.
Not this again.
Remember what we practiced, sir.
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a mantipillar, and my will is my cocoon. I can emerge and become whatever I wish.
You're good with details, but you could use someone who sees the big picture.
You too?
He has a point, sir. And it's not all bad.
Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The Iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts.
Zora, she's the jam.
That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo. I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first.
Yeah, are you serious?
One can't be haphazard about these things. Besides, if you think her skills will complement mine, then we should see
Oh
what
shoot, I
your
think I
skills
deleted
are.
those.
Excellent. Her review would be in the Rizzo offices in Cascadia. Bring it to me, and I'll see if she's qualified.
Okay. Retrieve it from Cascadia and bring it to him. Cascadia, I guess, okay.
Got it. Inside voices.
This unit, clean, mean, and ready to kill germs.
To the HR terminal.
Clean, lethal. Take out the trash.
Don't mess with us. Here we go.
Scoured with prejudice. Preparing to neutralize and sanitize. It is clean, mean, and ready to kill germs. Mega Magic Unit's performance evaluation is sterling.
Just one right after the other there. This is a strong, strong build I got going on. I have not had to use... I don't know, I think I used one or two of my health things last stream, but other than that, it's been smooth sailing. T-pose. Not quite T-pose, but he was like bat in the air.
Preparing to neutralize and sanitize.
Flip,
This area has been sanitized.
Full cranial helmet, huh? What a terrible lookout.
Take out the trash.
Everyone all right?
Prepare everything there. Rizzo's candy has been scientifically proven asterisk to not give cavities. The asterisk says based on the average lifespan of colonists. Oh man. Let's see, Cecil. I have received multiple complaints about your interactions with customers. According to these reports, the following phrases have been used when describing Rizzo products being sold at your storefront. If it ain't savings, just call me a Raptidon, expletive deleted. The latest batch is gonna knock you out like a nose full of sulfur at the north end of a southbound woolly cow. These and others are not approved metaphors. Please refer to your employee handbook for a list of metaphors allowed when working. Bartleby, I don't need to read these.
Dirt
We We can handle
Alert!
this.
Sir, alert!
Don't mess with us.
View data. Executive review, Zora Blackwood. Zora is a top-notch sawbones with a good head for working under pressure. She knows how to assimilate large amounts of detailed information to make quick decisions. Her competence and decisiveness have allowed her to restore more than a few limbs and digits lost to carelessness around the machinery. Recommend for Employee of the Month. Export that. And then Cecil. Cecil's enthusiasm for Rizzo's products is unmatched, and he displays an impressive knowledge of company products. He's exactly the kind of worker we need to keep at our storefronts. Do not promote beyond store manager. Okay. Let's go let Sanjar know. He's a top-notch employee, although we have hostels nearby. Where are the hostels at? See.
Entering quiet mode.
You been watering my plants, Sam?
Cannot process the command watering.
I mean, cleaning. You been cleaning my plants?
Sanitization of photosynthesizing organisms is outside of this unit's operational parameters. Service cannot be rendered as requested. Designated caretaker.
Just try not to clean the walls and the floor and my bed and the ceiling too, all right?
Affirmative.
Any luck bringing the iconoclast to the bargaining table? I don't like the idea that they'll be trying for that module while we delay.
I have the module, so here's Zora's review.
Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified. All right. I'll have Celia organize a meeting in neutral territory, the old OSI church in the ruins. Meet us there, and we'll discuss terms.
Very well. All up on this negotiation.
Whew. Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload salt tuna shipments at the cannery.
Deploying odor neutralizing aerosol spray now.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to improvise.
We can do it. But Sanjar, you gotta scale it back on that kind of stuff.
This is very hard for me.
Don't fret. The captain here is right honorable. Usually.
Sanjar, Stellar Bay's got food and walls. And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
You don't have weak Sanjar. Zora's ready to storm the city right
Though
now.
I admit I'd rather not. We've shed enough blood as it is.
Is the only choice here between fighting and starving? We've got to be practical.
Come on, Sanjar. You can't start negotiations this way, buddy. You can do
This
this.
feels more like an assault than a negotiation.
I'm getting a bit of deja vu, Captain.
You did a strange thing with your eyes just now. Is this all supposed to mean something to me?
Come on, you can't be this obtuse. Tell me Graham wasn't working alone. He couldn't have.
Yeah, something tells me Sanjar didn't know about that.
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something. But you two aren't laughing.
Amber Heights, you haulhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all those people killed.
What? That's not possible. Even for him, that's going too far.
It is. We found correspondences between him and the pirates.
That means... I had no idea, I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never guessed he'd do something like that.
I think he's being truthful, Captain. I feel it in my gut. Kinda nauseous, but ticklish.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say anything to get out of it.
Come on. Sanjar is a good guy. Yeah, take it back a notch.
You're right. Live in the moment. At this moment, I need a place for my people. You can share, or we can take it. Up to you.
This shall be good practice for working with the board, I see. Still, anything's cheaper than war. You have a deal, Zora.
Yeah. About the targeting module.
If we're in Stellar Bay, then we don't need it yet. I just need a promise that when we do, we'll share it.
That's that.
Thank you for brokering this arrangement.
Yeah. Here's hoping we don't come to regret this. Thanks for coming out, Sanjar. Guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
We done a good thing, Captain. A real good thing. Lots of folks are gonna be better off because of this.
Unimus. Last I was raising my science. You blinded me with science. Get that tinkering cost down.
If you'll excuse me.
Can I give him the targeting module here?
Who's the sweetest boy? Who is it?
Error. Unable to process the specific designated caregiver's service request. Please repeat the order.
Yeah, you are.
I must thank you for your excellent recommendation regarding Zora. She's most capable. Anyway, what can I do for you?
How things going?
Quite well. As a matter of fact, Zora is proving most capable. You should see the way she pounds the table and gets straight to the point. It makes for some rather exhilarating meetings. I know I had my concerns initially, but your instincts were right. Zora and her compatriots have become valuable and productive members of our community.
Nice.
And since we're back in the board's good graces, we've got real growth prospects to look forward to. What can I do for
love
you?
it. Okay. Travel to his lab. Speak to Phineas. Back to the unreliable.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Soft speaker. Launch distance, shock armor, corrosion, plasma, power attack, Mr. Ouch, Mr. Power, Mr. Acid. We're on Monarch. We need to go to Phineas's lab.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Let's take Ellie and Felix.
Look.
Hey boss, I've been thinking. I can't believe I wanted to shake his hand. I need a shower. It makes you wonder if being a treacherous, two-timing coward is some sort of contagious disease, or if he was just born that way.
What? Is this about Graham?
At first, I liked what Graham was doing. The Iconoclasts were going to change Halcyon for the better. But then, we found out Graham was behind the slaughter of Amber Heights. How can anybody so morally bankrupt lead a movement to transform the colony?
He was sorry for what he did.
Nah, he was sorry for getting found out. Graham never cared about anybody but himself. You'd never do something like that, would you? Slaughter a whole community of innocents?
No. But he wasn't the one who killed all of them. He allowed it to happen.
I'm sure Graham told himself the same thing. He wasn't the one who held the gun and pulled the trigger. All he did was turn a key.
Barely a step removed.
The thing is, that's all it takes. Sometimes the difference between right and wrong is turning a key, or looking the other way, or keeping your mouth shut when you ought to speak up. Let's get back to it. I need to put all this ugly business with Graham behind me.
All right.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting.
Okay. Just tell me what to do, I guess.
Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary
Got a
intelligence
huge
you
amount of
require.
experience.
I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
Okay. Find Carmen, steal chemicals, got it. Ooh, a piggy. Bubbles. First, I'd
I
like.
understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
Yes.
Welcome back, Captain. I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely. I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
Yes, so.
When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative.
What might that be?
Traveling the system with you, Captain.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
Have there been other captains of the ship?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
Didn't ask it like that. You're a ship. I want to go back to the Groundbreaker is where I want to go.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Take Parvati and Max. First, I'm gonna get this special weapon, then I'm gonna go have a drink with Parvati.
Have either of the assault cruisers ever put into ground?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard.
Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea.
Tea sounds good right now.
Anytime.
Looking in Gladys' shop for old records. Pre-sliced bread.
Want a charming copper kettle off.
Salvager's helper. Flamethrower staff. Rifle. Get a 39% discount from her.
It's all. Any.
I don't get it. Scientists brag about a powerful weapon. Looking in Gladys's shop for old records.
This is a law-abiding establishment. Honest.
Hey. I don't have time for this.
Hmm. Squatter's Journal. I served on 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story, but no one's listening. To them, I'm just background radiation. Wasn't my fault the captain decided to take off early. Wasn't my fault no one checked the crew manifest. Wasn't my fault they replaced me with a full-timer. Now I'm filthy, bitless, and bedless. As far as anyone's concerned, I'm groundbreaker trash. That's how I live, and if no one agrees to take me on as a crew, I suppose that's how I'll die. That sucks. You're stealing their alcohol. Oh, this is the guard's room. Reno, grenade launcher. Medical bay key card, I'll take that.
Looking sharp.
I don't know. Gladys doesn't say anything to me, and there doesn't seem to be anything in her shop. Let me go do that. Have a drink with Parvati then.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner?
Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers you. When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry, who gave you an...
Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert. Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper.
I'd start with beer, but you said in Edgewater the smell made you sick. How about wine?
Oh, wow. You remembered. Well, that's fruit and such, right? Okay, wine it is. Bottoms up.
Purpleberry wine's all right if you require a sweetness to your spirits. Seems like a drink that would suit you, Miss Holcomb. Just mind how much you imbibe.
Wow, this is really kind of nice, actually. Who'd have guessed old fruit could taste so good? Oh, Captain. I'm pining for June like something fierce. What am I doing?
Throwing a drink with your friends?
Yeah. I guess we are that, huh? Friends. Friends give each other counsel, right? What do you think I should do about Junlei? Because I feel about as aimless as an automech with a busted nav chip.
I give counsel to plenty of folks I don't consider to be friends. If you need an ear, Ms. Holcomb, I'm listening.
Yeah, why does her message have you so upset?
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
I don't think so. Yeah, no one sends poetry like that.
I don't know, I'd call it, sensual. That's a lot.
Poem implied you calming her with a touch. That's romance serial grade stuff.
Did? Oh dear, I hadn't really... Oh my goodness. And I told you?
As an avid reader and collector of rare tomes, I believe I ought to have a look at this specimen of literary self-expression.
Come on, Max.
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her?
I don't think so.
Well, maybe she just wanted to let me know her preferences. In a less awkward way. But that made it more awkward. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
Wish my perception was high enough to tell her to stop. Suede, let's get you some water.
Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I come.
Good call. It's best to proceed with a light hand the first time.
Shush you.
Shush you.
Oh, Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared.
About what?
Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me?
Easy way to get answers to all those questions.
There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
Can't control how people react to you, even people you care about.
What do you mean, Captain?
The only thing you can control is you.
So if I'm doing my very best to be kind and open-hearted, I shouldn't worry how she thinks of me?
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts.
And we all do.
I suppose so, but I want to be my best self for her. A good person, worth caring for. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... Wow. So much to think about.
Anytime.
Do you think I should ask her on a date?
Sure. Determination 15. Don't ask for my opinion. Believe in yourself. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
Well,
Thanks.
it's not like I could be elsewhere. Nor am I capable of neglecting a wayward lamb in need of guidance.
What?
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
Cool. Take Parvati back to the ship. Hermitage on Scylla.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt the regularly scheduled. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate tower from alien wildlife and unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protect your wonderful ground.
Excuse me.
Guarantee full employment rights, tax breaks, military discount, health benefits, military burial, participation in training, or weapons. You've been listening to Halcyon News. Your mandated duty as a good citizen.
50% surcharge. C&P's fundable edibles. What?
It's almost time.
Is this the weapon? Salvager's helper? No, it's a science weapon. Maybe I can look this up real quick. Okay, I need to purchase stuff from her.
Gracious.
See, that's what I thought.
I found.
Oh, the data pad. Right, a data pad and the Hephaestus Mining Archive cartridge. Let's see the cartridge. Guess maybe I'd already gotten them before.
Rizzo's Knocked Out. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's
What is that? Turn over there. This is barred, this is barred. Right? I can't go through here. How do we get over there? It's Rizzo's.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Triple
Oh, I can't go through here. Medical bay takes me out back there. It takes me under back to... There is...
Hello. Junlei called up from engineering. Said I should let you buy medical supplies from our stores. Now, is there something I can... Take care.
CNP Borstwurst. It's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst.
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Now, this should prove interesting, to say the least.
Oh, we're going up, okay. Sublight, Tobias
Welcome to Sublight
Oyamath.
Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the Unreliable?
Yep, name's Captain K. Orange 4.
Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
Lilia?
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
Name's K. Orange 4.
Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
Don't let Ada hear you calling her ship names.
Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
Just like in the serials.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
What's the job?
One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you.
I've already met Catherine. What kind of salvage are we looking
When the
for?
board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas.
What is that?
It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter. Before you get too excited, the only thing rarer than Alta Vitae gas is a reliable buyer. Dangerous stuff. Acid for the nuclein in your cells. It's no good to anyone outside of a lab.
Ah, yes, Alta Vitae. I knew someone who inhaled it by accident. I'd never seen anybody spontaneously combust before.
I see your friend here is the brains of the operation. Good. Every salvage crew needs one.
I'll take the
Now,
job.
get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood?
Okay.
You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
I ain't worried if you aren't, Captain. Honest.
Weird. Man. Can't jump off.
Let us take
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
No, not the back bays. Well, is it the back bays? Let's check. No, it's not. What the moon guy looks like.
C&P chicken and potatoes. At C&P, we know our C&P. Purpleberry fudge. A soft, sour candy shell around a sweet purpleberry flavored.
It doesn't look like there's any other way to get there.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka.
It's Rizzo's.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Okay, keep him quiet.
Yeah, see, it's... Maybe there's a secret entrance in one of those lockers? 'Cause otherwise, there's no way out there.
You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
No, this is the dock. And this is below. On this level. What does this say? I'm on the right path here. Just looked it up real quick. Aha.
Somebody was trying to fix this up, but looks like they ain't been here for a while. Watch out! Roy's hit!
That's the last of them. Impressive as always. Now, I don't say this lightly, but that is a work of sheer universal beauty.
Prismatic hammer knockdown effect. Right back to the interior. Actually, might be time for me to go soon. Getting a little sleepy. About bedtime. Albrook landing pad, Stellar Bay. We can go right into Stellar Bay.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
I've seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down? No?
What are you
Oh. Didn't even land in the right spot.
seen Arthur today?
I test every product myself to assure maximum customer satisfaction. If you doubt it, I can show you my lower back rash. No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Let's deal. Sublight datapad. Mercer coal. Alabite gas, there you go. The damage datapad. Will lead us to some other spots. Fire the science weapon in the abandoned lab, although didn't we do that? I think I stumbled upon that, and I think that's what the Vicar has right now. Going to Cascadia because I believe this is where that science weapon is.
Go!
Don't mess with us.
How do I get through this sealed door? Must be a button somewhere. A terminal, maybe a lab control. There are no terminals in here, so maybe there's a... Oh no, wait, never mind. Here's the terminal. Supervisor override. Password required. Did you greet the customer by saying, "Welcome to Rizzo's Sweet Shop. We got your candy handy. How may I sweeten your day?" Yes. Have you offered the customer a slap? Sales of lemon slap are down. Remind our customers how refreshing a good slap is. Try saying, "Thirsty friend? Nothing beats a zesty slap." I did. Action canceled. Hold on. I did. Try saying, no, I did not do that. File has been flagged for performance review. Let's mash keys then. Guess I would. And your password is not that. In order to reset your password, you must enter your password. Oh boy, where might I find the supervisor's password? Check across the street here in this factory. So Bartleby. Oh, I read these before real quick.
You're a deft hand with a mag pick.
Purpleberry Launch. What? Wow. Burn 80 damage. Wow. The goop gun is still really cool though. I think I'll give this bad boy to one of the other guys. Okay, so I'm no longer mashing. I actually need to find the password. Can't hack it. Checking. The password wouldn't be up here. In this private room and bathroom. Man. Shoot, I shouldn't have got on this path while I was ready to go to sleep. Public notice, Terror 1 is being evacuated. It's not the password. Expert questions, shuttle distribution. Bad news. Good shuttle. Alright, all stuff we already know about this colony. Here's this terminal. Got anything here? Oh, this is the executive reviews. We helped out the town. We've seen this. It's all these random messages. Go through there. That's back out to the balcony, and so is this, I believe. Yeah, flip, yeah. Oh. This looks like a separate store. Go in that one. What about this one?
The law, we are unstoppable.
February 4th, law help us all. Someone frothing at the mouth. Right, there are monsters here, okay. Cecil, you aren't saying there were people once, I don't know what they are now. March 11th. Cecil, these crazy assholes don't know how to use a keypad. I took one from my clinic office and installed it on the bridge gate. 2613, be safe. Not the advisor's password, though. Is this the bridge gate? Yes, sealed. Access code.
That was clean.
Yeah, it was. Cascadia. Oh no. Wanted to go up here. With entries mentioned going back for the weapon. Oh man, okay, so I actually have to do I have to do part of this quest first. When I'm looking at this quick little guide here, and I'm sorry, I'm conking out. I was gonna go to bed 15 minutes ago. I thought this would be a quick grab. So I need to turn it off here, but we'll save in front of this nice bottling plant sign. Alright, perfect. Thank you guys very much for hanging out and watching so far. Or, not just so far. Thank you for hanging out and watching tonight. I will catch you guys back next time, and I hope you have a good one. Adios. Have a good night.